I was scrolling through LinkedIn on a Tuesday morning and just doing the usual market scan when I stopped that on a post. You've probably seen these posts. It was from one of those growth gurus with 100,000 followers. The headline was screaming how to build a fully automated, AI driven lead machine that prints cash while you sleep. And underneath, in the comments, I saw a name I recognized. It was a fund I've known for years. Let's call him David. David runs a mid-sized IT service company. He's smart, he's hardworking, and he cares about his business. But there he was, commenting a single word, N8N. He was replying to the bot to get the free template. I click on his profile and I could almost feel the energy radiating through the screen. He was excited. He was desperate. He was looking at this complex diagram of nodes and webhooks and thinking, this is it. This is the missing link. If I just install this automation, my revenue problems disappear. It looked like an innocent comment, but to me, it looked like a symptom of a chronic disease. Why did this bother me so much? Because I have a long memory. I remember David, and I remember the pattern. Let's rewind 10 years. Do you remember the predictable revenue era? The book came out, and suddenly, the only thing that mattered was volume. I remember talking with David on Skype in 2015. He looked at me in the eye and said, Umut, the problem is we aren't shouting loud enough. He hired 5 SDRs, fresh out of college. He didn't have a playbook. He didn't have a script. He just gave them a phone and said, go. 6 months later, he fired them all. He lost $150,000 in salaries and training. He blamed the SDRs. He said they just didn't want to work. But the truth was, he tried to scale a noise, not a signal. Rewind 5 years. It was the crypto Web3 boom. David's revenue was flat again. He saw the hype. Suddenly, his IT service company wasn't an IT company anymore. It was a blockchain enabler. I saw him commenting on LinkedIn posts then too. He was commenting tokenomics. He pivoted his entire marketing budget to chasing a trend he did not understand. He thought the market hit would save his business. It didn't. The bubble burst and he was left with a confused customer base. Rewind 2 years. The AI rapper era. David was commenting ChatGPT on every post about content generation. He thought if I just publish 100 blog posts a day using AI, Google will have to send me leads. He flooded the internet with garbage content. Traffic went up, leads stayed at zero. And now, here we are in 2026. The new savior is automation. It is N8N. It is Zapier on steroids. David isn't building a business anymore. He is an addict. He is addicted to the magic pill. He believes that there is a secret tool out there, a hidden switch that successful founders know about, and he doesn't. He thinks if he just finds the right software, he won't have to do the hard work. I couldn't let it slide this time. I sent him a DM. I said, David, I see you are going deep on N8N. Let's jump on a call. I want to see what you are building. We got on Zoom. He didn't even say hello. He just shared his screen. And honestly, it was visually magnificent. He had built a flowchart that looked like the Tokyo subway map. Look at the Zoom, he said. The lead comes in from LinkedIn, Clay enriches the data, then ChatGPT drafts a personalized opener based on their last 3 posts, and N8N pings Slack, then it updates HubSpot, and if they don't reply in 3 days, an AI voice agent leaves a voicemail. He was glowing. He had spent 40 hours building this. He felt productive. He felt like an engineer. He felt like he was finally solving the growth problem. I let him finish, then I took a breath and I ruined his day. I said, David, this is an incredible piece of engineering. You have built a Ferrari engine. It is beautiful, but I have to ask you 4 boring questions, and you aren't going to like them. He stopped smiling. Okay, shoot. Question number 1. You have an AI drafting the message, but what is the offer? What is the specific undeniable outcome you are promising these people? Is it the same Vogue IT optimization offer that hasn't sold in 2 years? He looked down. Question number 2. You are scraping leads from LinkedIn, but who is the ICP? Is it just CTOs in the US, or have you actually defined the specific problem state of the customer you can help? He shifted in his chair. Question 3. You have this massive automated sequence, but have you ever manually tested this channel? Have you sent 1,000 emails yourself to prove that this subject line even gets a 5% reply rate? Or are you automating a message that nobody wants to read? He stayed silent. Question 4. And finally, let's say this magic machine actually works and a human replies. Do you have a documented, validated 5-step sales process to handle them? Do you have a sales script, or are you going to wing it on the call like you always do? I told him, David, you are building a delivery truck. It is the fastest, most high-tech delivery truck in the world, but you have empty boxes in the back. You are spending $50,000 and hundreds of hours to deliver nothing. You are scaling zero, and $100 times $0 is still zero. That silence on the Zoom call, that is the sound of the B2B growth trap breaking. David realized that for 10 years, from SDRs to AI to automation, he had been trying to find a technological solution to a foundational problem. He was avoiding the unsexy work. So, what are the unsexy pillars? These are the 4 things that every B2B founder tries to skip because they are boring, painful, and require rejection. But they are the only things that matter. Pillar 1, the ICP. Most founders think they have an ICP. They say, we target manufacturing companies. That is not an ICP, that's a sector. The unsexy work is interviewing your last 10 churn customers to find out why they left. It's looking at your best 5 customers and realizing they all share a specific weird characteristics, like manufacturers with over $50 million revenue who just changed their CTO in the last 6 months. Finding that level of detail is hard. It takes research. You can't automate it. Pillar 2, the offer. Automation cannot fix a bad offer. David was selling comprehensive IT managed services. Boring. Commodity. No automation in the world can make a CEO excited to buy that. The unsexy work is rewriting your offer until it hurts. Changing it from IT services to we guarantee 99% uptime for logistic companies during Q4 peak season, or we pay your downtime costs. Testing that offer requires vulnerability. It requires putting something bold out there and maybe getting laughed at. You can't ask an 8N to be brave for you. Pillar 3, the channel. This is where I push David the hardest. I asked him, have you tested 100% of even one channel? He said, we tried email, we tried LinkedIn, we tried ads. No, I said, you dabbled. Testing a channel means sending 1,000 emails with variable A, then 1,000 with variable B. It means obsessing over reply rates, positive sentiment, and booking rates manually. You earn the right to automate a channel only after you have broken it by hand. If you haven't booked 10 meetings manually via LinkedIn DMs, you have no business building a LinkedIn automation bot. Pillar 4, the sales process. And this is the black hole. David thought he was a good closer. Founders always think they are good closers. But when I asked for the recording of his last lost deal, it was a mess. No agenda, no pain discovery, no clear next steps. The unsexy work is writing the script. It is defining the 5 stages of the pipeline. It is forcing yourself to ask awkward questions about budgets and timeline every single time. It is discipline, not magic. Back on the Zoom call, they will look at his magnificent N8N flowchart. He asked me, so should I delete it? I said, don't delete it. Archive it. Save it for Q3. Right now, you aren't ready for it. And to his credit, David did the hardest thing a founder can do. He closed the tab. He stopped commenting on LinkedIn. He stopped looking for the savior. We built a plan, a boring, painful, unsexy plan. For the next 90 days, his goal wasn't automate everything. It was validate one vertical. He picked one narrow ICP. He wrote one specific offer. He committed to sending 30 manual videos a day on LinkedIn. And he printed out a 5-question sales script and taped out to his manager. I'm not going to lie you, the first month sucked. He hated sending the manual videos. He felt inefficient. He missed the dopamine of the tech stack. He got rejected. People told him his new offer was too expensive. But because he was doing it manually, he felt the rejection. He understood why they said no. He tweaked the offer. He adjusted the script. By month 2, something happened. He booked a meeting, then another. By month 3, he had closed $40,000 in new ARR. Not millions, but $40,000 of real, predictable revenue from a process he understood down to the bone. He called me last week. He said, Umut, I have a problem. I can't type these videos fast enough anymore. I have too many replies. I smiled. I said, David, now you are allowed to open that N8 and tab. You can automate because now you have something worth accelerating. The lesson is simple. Stop chasing the shiny object. Stop looking for the tool that removes the pain of growth. The pain is the growth. Your job is not to be a prompt engineer or an automation architect. Your job is to be the master of your market, your message, and your process. Go do the unsexy work. Fill the boxes first, then build the truck. I'm Umut, this is Revenue Engine, and I will see you in the next